أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to everyone out there. And Jazakum Allah khair, and thank you for joining I Play Islam. And inshallah, I hope everybody is enjoying our Ramadan videos. Wow, it's just number 16 already. Yet again, Ramadan has come and is about to leave. So let's make this blessed month of Ramadan the best of Ramadans for us, as we may not see the next one. So let's become the best of Muslims and best of people in this month and carry on forever, inshallah. Inshallah, I have chosen a verse from Surah Al-Maryam, verse number 32, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says,
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبرا بوالدتي ولم يجعلني جبارا شقيا.
Look at this, my brothers and sisters. I mean, if you look at the previous verses to the verse that I have chosen, you will see the context of the verse, inshallah. After the commands, after the first words Isa alayhi salam uttered from his mouth, one of the verses was, "And dutiful to my mother, and made me not arrogant or unblessed." Now let's look at what we can learn from this, inshallah. We know Allah has made Isa alayhi salam dutiful to his mother. Now what does it mean by being dutiful to the mother? Let's look at the world that we live in today. Let's look at how the elderly is treated. We saw in 2014 the mistreatment within the camps, such as harassment and abuse. Yet we still see the numbers are rising with the residents every day. My dear brothers and sisters, I feel disgusted to even mention this, that we even see Muslim camps these days. We live in a reality where the elderly are left to fend for themselves. In 2013, 31,000, yes, 31,000 elderly people died from the cold sitting in their homes alone. I myself have seen and experienced many elderly people living on their own, and when you knock on the door, they can't even get to the door and get frustrated and fall off their chairs, subhanAllah, just because there's no one to care for them or look out for them. We see the sons, when the mother asks, "Oh son, can you go to Tesco for me?" The son says, "No, I can't be bothered, go away." When she asks him nicely, "Can you please help around the house?" we would say, "No, stop being lazy and do it yourself." We see that we have become disrespectful towards them, subhanAllah. The mother that fed us, changed our nappies, cleaned our dirt, stayed up all night just so we can sleep. And she would wake us up in the month of Ramadan for sahri, and then cook all day just so we can eat iftar. But then when that mother gets old, what do? We leave them to fend for themselves as though they become a burden and don't let us get on with our worldly life in this dunya. Is it the case we have become individualistic and only care for ourselves? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. Now, my brothers and sisters, let's go back to the Quran and let's see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's approach to all of this. Surah Al-Isra, verse 23 to 24. "And your Lord has decreed that you worship none but Him, and that you be dutiful to your parents. And if one of them or both of them attain old age in your life, say not to them a word of disrespect, nor shout at them, but address them in terms of honor. And lower unto them the wing of submission and humility through mercy, and say, My Lord, bestow on them your mercy, as they did bring me up when I was small." Subhanallah. Straight after this, Allah says, "Worship me, your Lord, and then be dutiful to your mother. And treat them with respect and honor, do not shout at them." Yes, it means we can't even say uff. Be merciful to them as they brought us up when we were small. Wow. Truly amazing. This is how important it is, my dear brothers and sisters. It is Allah speaking to us, saying His words and commanding us straight after Him to behave in the correct manner towards their mother. This is how Islam teaches us to look after the elderly, by showing us the importance of it right at the beginning. Now, let's look at what our beloved Prophet ﷺ says about all of this. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, your heaven lies under the feet of your mother. And in another narration, Allah's Apostle says 3 times, shall I not inform you of the biggest of the great sins? We said, yes, O Allah's Apostle. He said, to join partners in worship with Allah, to be undutiful to one's parents. The Prophet then sat up after he had been reclining and added, and I warn you against giving false statements and a false witness. And I warn you against giving a false statement and a false witness. The Prophet ﷺ kept on saying that warning until we thought he would never stop. Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, reported, the Prophet ﷺ said, may he be disgraced, may he be disgraced, may he be disgraced, whose parents, one or both, attain old age during his lifetime, and he does not enter Jannah by rendering being dutiful to them. Just to finish off with, my brothers and sisters, a Yemeni man once came up to Ibn Umar after doing tawaf around the Kaaba while carrying his mother. And he said to Ibn Umar, I think I have carried her more than the time she had carried me. You know what Ibn Umar replied? He replied, no, you have not even paid back for one contraction. Not even one contraction, subhanAllah. My dear brothers and sisters, look at the importance Islam gives to being dutiful towards the mother, to being respectful towards the elderly. Let's take these lessons from the Quran, let's take these lessons from the Sunnah and reflect upon ourselves, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair for listening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.